Classroom activity 29. What's different? This is a really fun group game. Split the class into 2 teams. Line them up to face each other. Tell them to look at the other team to make sure they notice all the details. Then, one team looks away and the other team has to change things about themselves. They can switch places, they can exchange jackets, they can untie their shoes, untie some buttons, they can switch their watch from one wrist to the other. Anything they want to do to make some changes in their group. Then once this group turns around, they have to spot all the changes that they have seen in this group. It's a really fun activity because students love trying to trick each other and fool the other team. Classroom activity 30. Don't answer. Students sit in a circle, then one student stands up, goes to another one and asks them a question. What's your most annoying habit? They may not answer, but the person to their left may answer for them. This is a really fun activity because the students can use their imagination to ask fun questions and come up with creative answers. Once they've answered, then that student who was asked can stand up and ask someone else. This is a really great activity to spend a couple of minutes. Classroom activity 31. Spy group. Put the students into groups. Each group has to create some kind of movement or special rule for their group. So for example, before you can answer, you have to touch your chin, or you have to sit a specific way, or you have to make a noise at some point. Make a special rule for each group. As the teacher, you will walk around and check and make sure what their rule is so that it's not too difficult and it's fun. Then one person from each group has to visit another group. They have a conversation, the students chat to each other. After a couple of minutes, they move to a new group, and then finally, each spy moves back to their original group and shares the information. They talk about it, and then you try and see if each group figured out what the other group's special rule was. This is an interesting activity because it's all up to the students what rules they make, what they talk about, and if they can keep it from the spy within their conversation. You can use a variation of this where some students go outside. When they come back, they have to try and figure out what the special rule is that the class has.